America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Now, it may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared.
This is your victory. Now, I know you didn't do this just to win an election. I know you didn't do it for me. You did it because you understand the enormity of the task that lies ahead.
You're not going to believe this. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator. His house looked like shit.
What?
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
And now to the corner.
Ooh, Skin Man, villain in disguise.
It's been voted #1 show to listen to on a bad first date, with attempts at comedy, news, and reading. It's the Smoke, Broke, and Jerky Show with your hosts, Coach Smoke, Broke Teej, and me, I'm Jerky. And now the show?
I love it.
He'll read anything you put on that piece.
I know,
of paper,
man.
You know?
I do. He's like Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy.
And I put it on there, and he does it. Welcome to the Smoke, Broke, and Jerky Show. I'm Smoke. That's Broke. Behind me, that's Jerky. Welcome to the middle of the road. I'm Coach Casey. That is TJ. Behind me, ooh, that's Skin Man. What's up, guys?
Did you notice at the back end of that Skin Man thing?
Rewind a second. Hold on. Let's do it again.
Ooh, Skin Man, villain in disguise.
What was that?
I think it's just,
At the very end of it, it goes,
It might have. I cut this from a song.
That's a bass guitar.
Do it one more time.
All right, hold on, guys. We're going to do this again.
Ooh, Skin Man, villain in disguise.
I think I don't know if it's there was a little there, maybe. I think I stole it from, I don't remember where I went through, like, searching the internet for Skin Man, and then finally a song came up.
I caught that when you first hit it, and there at the very end, there's definitely
Well, that's even more fitting then. So, well, what's up, fuckers?
What's up?
It's been a week, and it's Monday. I was gonna come here and say we should have did this show yesterday because I was on and popping and bubbly and like funny as shit and sore but funny, and then today happened.
Why are you sore?
Man, I did an internship. We were gonna get to it, but I started a executive internship with Bill Gates, and I had an opportunity. It was an inside track at a fast growing company. And
where's that at?
It's universally based.
Okay.
Locally.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
It's universally based locally, and it's based out of the 316.
Okay.
Currently with a universal footprint. You
sound like Kamala Harris right there, just talking about like a bunch of stuff.
Hold on, no, I don't think I don't think what you understand is we are right now locally based.
Okay.
Well, they are.
Yes.
But they have not a global, universal footprint.
Okay, so like Neptune.
Maybe, I don't know.
Mars.
We're building gates.
Okay.
Everywhere. That's what it is. It's a gate building company called Bill's Gates.
Would you need a gate if there was nowhere to go to?
You gotta have a gate to protect what you're trying to build, bud. You don't want people into what you're building, right? When you build something that's classified, what do you first put around it? A fence. What do you need to get inside of a closed structure? A gate. Where do I come in? Bill's Gates. Hi, I'm here.
Okay.
So it's something we're working on with the show.
How much money did you make for this?
$300.
Okay.
So it was I need money. I got our sponsor. We'll get to them real quick. I'd like to thank Jared's AC Repair. We'll fix it or replace it because we're cool.
I like that.
That's a pretty good one.
I want to be cool like Jared's Repair.
So he's, I got a repair going, and I'm trying to, it's $3,100 if, wink, wink, I'm not asking, you want to do a GoFundMe and raise $3,100 for Coach to get an AC, then that would be cool.
That would be cool.
My air conditioner here, we're going to do a little bit of math.
Okay.
I was born August 25th, 1981. Gave away too much information already there, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just give your social security number out.
What's the math? If the math checks out, I'm 41 years old.
In your late 30s.
The date, yes, late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
The date on that AAC unit, June 28th, 1981. So it's 2 months older than this cat.
Yeah. Hey, it's done. It's worked hard.
Yeah, it's done its job. It's time to go. It's gave up.
Now
so.
that thing is in its late 30s too. Late 30s air conditioners is too much.
But who's more inefficient?
Probably me. I mean, honestly, I cost more money.
Yeah, but if you're talking about blowing dudes, Casey's
oh
way
yeah,
more
dude,
efficient.
I will.
Yeah.
But if you want a cool one, no. But if you just want a finisher, yeah, I'm in. Skin Man, you got a list I sent you over of all the places were available. In just a second, I'm gonna have you read that. This was a good. This was a good week. I kept getting up every day, and our audience grew. Just like on TikTok, the 0 watchers we have right now, our audience grew massively.
Hell yeah.
We started out on TikTok earlier, and I told you you should have just done. That's what they want on TikTok is pinch and ass shit. They don't want a show.
Yeah.
So, but we had a great week. We got it back on Google Podcasts, which we'll talk about that. We're located there, but we 129 so far new listeners this week.
That's crazy.
So I know that's not Joe Rogan numbers. I get it. That's
Who?
Joe Rogan. Rogan.
Never heard of her.
But I said it's not Joe Rogan podcast numbers. But for us, that's pretty good. So we had a good download week. Skinman, where can you find us if they were going to find us, or tell a friend?
Well, one of the places is Facebook, which is the Middle of the Road podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
Also on YouTube.
Where's that one? That one thing I think is confusing. What's that one under?
It's youtube.com at the Middle of the Road.
Okay.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. What's the...
It's twitch.com, Middle of the Road podcast.
Okay.
Instagram, it's a little different. It's the Middle of the Road.
Okay. It seems...
And Linktree is Linktree / the Middle of the Road.
So, I mean, basically, if you go to Google and type in the Middle of the Road, we've got to a point now you can find us. So go find us. We'd appreciate it. Download us. Get 4 devices. Download us on all of them. Grab your girlfriend's phone, or if you're a girl listening, 2% of you are girls. Grab your boyfriend's phone. Tell him to stop being a douchebag and listen to the show, and then download it for him. Grab your grandma's phone. Download it. She may accidentally stumble across it. If she's 91 like my wife's grandma, she may enjoy the hell out of the show. She may stumble across her, listen to an episode of us talking to Trump here in the future and just cracking her ass off. So
we did hear from him last week, and so after that I reached out. So he sent an email of his publicist or whatever. I can't remember how that was.
Well, he told you to reach out to him on
True Social. Yeah, that's what it was. True Social. I DM'd him, said, "Hey, I really appreciate you reaching out to us, and I would love to interview. I'd be very honored to you." And he's excited about it.
Okay, quick to respond.
Yeah, quick response, and he just said, "Hey, just so we're clear, we're going to work out the times." He's like, "I just want to make sure Skin Man can be there."
Okay.
Coach Casey, not in the room.
Still not allowed.
Not allowed.
That's okay. We could figure as much. He's not, just if you're wondering, he will not also be in studio, but he has chosen for me to not be in studio when we do the call-in, and that's fine because honestly, I think they do it still since he was president on his call-in line. They do it through like a sat phone or whatever, sat phone or whatever. So I've got to go in and get the sat set up. I'll hold it up on the roof for you guys while you do the interview.
He said most likely he'll be flying when we're
That's
talking.
what I said. So I'll hold it, we'll figure out what direction I'll hold it that way, and we'll make sure we get a good connection, and I'd be honored to do that. I've said this, to make this show better, I'm willing to leave,
You'll do anything.
I'm willing to do anything. And I think sometimes that might be what it would take. No. So finish up my weekend.
Okay.
While I'm working with Bill's Gates, me and my mom go to pick up some supplies at the Lowe's. I got, you go in the store, you walk all the way around, you look for carts, you don't find it. You go outside, you find one. I'm about halfway up, and I see like an 85-year-old guy wandering back down the lot looking for a car, and he's looking at me like a deer in the headlights, like, "Dude, please be bringing that back." He said, "You bringing that back?" And I said, "Yeah." And I just hand it to him, and I walk back out in the parking lot. I was going to say no, but I walk back out in the parking lot, go in. Cart. It's one of the ones you put wood on and stuff. The the big ones. Yeah, but it's not the flat one. This is the one with the 3 racks on it, so you can put the long woods and the different.
Hard to use. Yeah.
Yeah, but it works out good for the small woods, the skinny woods, and my woods.
Okay.
And so we go over to the hinges first, which is the farthest away, but we know pickets are over that way too at one end of Lowe's. Everything else we need is at the other end. So we're going to go get hinges, all this stuff to build Bill's gates. And we're going to then go to the other end, whatever. So I'm getting hinges. I go get like 5 real quick. Not even ones I need yet, but I don't want to lose the cart because it's a little ways away. We're in the aisle. I throw them on there and I place them throughout the thing, and I sit it out there.
Squatting on it, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to let everybody know this is my cart. Don't fuck with it. I almost peed on it, and I will from now on. Well, but I go back, and my mom goes, I'm going to go look at pickets, make sure they have what we want out there, because we've seen some the other way. They just weren't really our style, but we would, because this fence doesn't face any other portion of fence, it wouldn't matter. But we said, that's not what we want. So I look over, it's there. I get talking to a little dude about.
This is a derby one?
Yes. I get talking to a little dude about, hinges and locks and, gate shit, This is stuff that only gate builders need to know.
Yeah.
And I need to know it at this present time.
Had he been through Bill's Gates?
This guy was, yes, he is one of the mentors for Bill's Gates. He now has graduated on, he works at Lowe's.
Yeah. That's the next progression.
That's it's a retirement step.
Oh, okay.
It's once you are not a productive member of Bill's Gates, they move you into Lowe's.
It's like, hey, you've served your purpose.
Yes, thank you. Retire you to Lowe's. So I look over, cart gone. And I said, and I'd seen little tight ass walking around, following. When I say little tight ass, I mean
like someone that's cheap.
No, a mommy.
Oh, okay.
And I'd seen my mom checking her out too when she was walking away. She like almost walked into something, walking back and looking at her, and so it was another story. It's funny that me and my mom check out the same chicks, but so I look and the cart's gone. So I look down an aisle and it's a tile aisle.
Mm-hmm.
I see a little kid on my cart. And this cart was easy to identify. You know why? Had tape across it, duct tape.
Where were your hinges? Kicked
Not
off
on
the floor?
it. We'll get there. I walk over and I said, "How's it going, guys?" She said, "How's it going?" I said, "I'm sorry. All the stuff I had sitting on this cart must have fallen off, but I think this is my cart." She goes, "Oh, I looked around and didn't see nobody, and I thought somebody had just left it there."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. It happens all the time." That's why I set 9 random hinges in different spots on it. And but I said, "Where's all the stuff that was on it?" She goes, "Oh, it's right around." And then we walked 30 foot away, and she had him like shove it, like literally hide it under tile. She's so embarrassed by what she did to not. And then I call her out. So then I'm getting all my hinges pulled out, loading them on the cart, and the husband walks around the corner and he goes, "Oh, did we steal your cart?" And I said, "Yeah," and not a big deal except for I'm semi-handicapped. And I had to walk out to the middle of the parking lot. Got one for an 85-year-old guy. Got the one for myself. And had I seen you guys coming, would have got you one. But I've already got mine. Mm-hmm. And then I wheeled it over, got back over, went and grabbed at this point, there's a roll of something right there that I didn't need. Set it right on the fucking thing. For what I'm doing from now on when I walk in, I'm grabbing something giant and setting it on it. But I did that, and then
Did you explain your handicap?
Yeah, just legs going.
Okay.
But it was just that thing. But my mom comes walking up, and she's walking from afar. I think she could have been part of this.
Yeah,
she's seen it happening and stayed far enough back. And
how come you just didn't put your mom on the cart?
Well, because she went over to look at pallets.
Okay. Why don't you
or not pallets?
Why don't you wheel your mom over to?
Because this is the one you can't. It's got the 3 freaking slots.
She can't slide in between there.
She could sit down maybe in there.
There's room.
No, they're like this wide apart. She's thick.
Okay.
She's thick. She's thick.
She didn't try that medicine.
Well, she's lost weight, but she's still thick. She's a
that
grunded.
medicine that we were talking about.
Oh no. So, anyways, but she was meandering around the corner, and I come wheeling around laughing. I was impressed with myself. And she goes, "Oh, did they steal your cart?" And I said, "Yeah, and I think you seen her. And I think you were checking her out just like I was, and you didn't go save our cart.
Do nothing about it."
And I said, "This is what I love about you." And I said, "We can check out the same girl."
Yeah.
And then I walked on, and we got our stuff and went on and spent $340 and only needed 130 of it, so we got a bunch to return. Well, maybe a little more.
So is this gate for your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So got her a gate built. It only took us. I got there at 10:30, left there at 6:30. It's officially 8-hour gate. I didn't start really building the gate. Actually, got back
She
to her.
make you lunch?
She went and got Sonic and Rosilla. Not good.
What do you get from Sonic?
Grilled cheese and
Cheese sticks?
cheddar bites.
Okay.
And diet cherry limeade was the best thing that I got. Spiked
Diet?
that. Yeah, it's better. And I spiked that with a little bit of vodka.
Okay.
That made it better.
How much Wheaties did you smoke while you were doing that?
I just I did my Delta 8 vapes and just probably one hit every hour or so just to maintain. Just to
okay.
Just to keep
cruise is what they call it.
Yeah,
right?
I just I don't want to get too high or too low,
Yeah.
you know? I want to stay at about a 6,000 feet above sea level.
I
you know,
feel
that's all I'm going for.
Just a little over a mile, bud.
Yeah, bud. Or 4,200. I don't know how far that. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
So I'm just trying to stay a mile high, and
Mm-hmm.
so that was my weekend. And then, I guess and then we went bowling, and I was telling you guys about that a little bit before the show.
Yep.
Where I went up and started out bowling really good. Then it went south, but I looked over and had developed an audience of dads, so I started putting on a show like, you know, and then it was making them mad because they're going up and bowling serious, and I went up and did a little prancy bowl. And
How's Blaze's bowling skills? All this class that she's taking.
yeah, a semester in WSU. That was hard-earned money that I paid, and I appreciate this class. And she broke 100 on one of them, and got, I think, right at 100 or
not
just
learning very much, huh?
Yeah, she's at her first class.
She knows the rules.
And she does it right now.
Yeah.
And knows the rules, how you're supposed to do it. It looks right. She just, you know, and like I would tell her little things. She's like, no. They didn't say that in class, and I said, I know,
Okay.
but I haven't bowled in 3 years,
Well,
and I
FBI
bowled.
agents don't need to really.
But I haven't bowled in 3 years, and I bowled a 120 and 111. I'm pretty much pro, and you know whatever.
Yeah, I mean-
So a 116 and a half average. I think I watched a dude on ESPN, and his was like 243. So I'm like 2 or 3 times away from. That's
You're like right there.
I
That
watched.
guy falls and breaks both of his legs and arms.
I
You're
bet I
right
could
there
beat
with
him. I bet I
Yeah.
could beat him.
Yep. And
So-
he's just using like his face to roll it down.
So how was you fuckers weekends?
I was farming.
You go first. And
I
then,
was-
no,
I
hold
was-
on. Stop. Yeah, you go first.
I was ranching, farming. We I think we spent Friday and part of Saturday out at the farm. We told my wife, since I'm getting ready to go out of town, I said we're going on a date night this weekend.
Okay.
We were talking
This
about
is your current wife, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
My one and only. So I said, what should we do? Okay, we want to get out of the house. We want to go out to eat. And we've been watching
Taco Tico?
no. Well,
Not so fancy then.
we've been watching Prison Break. And
So what do you go get that's prison food?
we didn't get prison food.
Oh.
So but we've been watching Prison Break and
The original or is there a new one?
I don't know. We're on season 2. Actually, we just started season
It's like
3.
2005 show.
Yeah, yep. It's on Hulu. And anyway, so
Hula Hoo?
yeah, as my wife would say, it's on Hulu. So anyways, we got too comfortable watching Prison Break, and we decided we weren't going to go out on a date, and that we would just go to Taco Bell instead. So
Oh, that was close.
you were pretty close. That's the reason
So,
why I didn't shoot you down.
Do you guys like watch Prison Break and then have prison sex?
No. There's not really any of that. That stuff is they're broke out.
Yeah, I know
they've-
at this point they're out. They broke
they've
out pretty
escaped.
quick into. I mean, that's why they call it Prison Break. Actually,
Yeah. Well, right now
because if you were in season 3 and it was called Prison Break and they were still in prison,
well, they're
you would
working
be
on it.
you would be questioning a lot of this. You know.
Well, two of the guys are back in at jail in Panama currently.
Okay.
That's really my. Oh, and then we went back to the farm yesterday, and since I'm going out of town, I taught my nephew how to farm. So he's on it.
And I like, by the way, your farming is your nephew wheelbarrowing food out to.
That was Little Rider. What do they call him? Red Rider.
Red Rider. I know, but that's what I
No.
said. The amount of
What's the wagon?
it's a Red Rider.
Western Flyer,
No, it's Radio Flyer.
Radio Flyer.
He was radio flying it out.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I like that.
I was helping him out. I was teaching
the
him
amount of
work.
tough work that it takes a 12-year-old can do with the wheelbarrow, or not even a wheelbarrow, a wagon.
Well, that's instead of carrying him, he was two-handed him. I said, "Hey, bro, let's work smarter, not harder.
But
Get you the wagon."
does he
Put
not?
the
Is
buckets
he
on there.
playing football anymore?
I think
He's
he's going to
toughening
play
him out.
next year.
All right.
Maybe.
So that was your weekend farming.
Yep.
Anything else? Farming and Prison Break.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
I'll get my shit all ready to head out of town tomorrow.
And yeah, I was gonna say we'll talk about that in just after. What'd you do this weekend, Skin Man?
Saturday was our 23rd anniversary.
Wow.
23rd anniversary of what?
our marriage.
Okay, there, I thought so. I wanted to be sure it wasn't like of a big fight you guys had one time and you guys celebrated it or something, like you guys had pizza at like Gambino's 23 years ago Saturday.
4/29, correct? That's the date.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What year was that?
2000.
I have a
2000. How old were you when you got married?
24.
I have a picture in my phone of his wedding night, her sitting on his lap.
Catholic marriage?
Yeah.
Okay. What church?
St. Mary.
Elizabeth?
Oh.
Is that the one over by Tyler?
Yeah. Central and Tyler?
Yeah.
St. Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not
Okay.
the hospital. That's where they went after he broke
I
her
think
in.
it's St. Francis, isn't it?
I don't know. Of Assisi?
It was
Of
23
Cece?
years ago. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you
doesn't. He
better
doesn't
remember.
He doesn't remember that night. He's lucky that he remembered that it was.
Oh, that was a night to remember. Everybody was just smashed. It
Was a
great.
party there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying is he's lucky to remember
So did you have date
that it
night
happened.
for the 23rd
Well,
anniversary?
it was from 8 to 1. There was a build day for the stage out at the high school.
Okay.
So we went and did that.
For graduation?
No, for the upcoming play.
Okay.
There's a musical going on. It's Murder on the Orient Express.
Okay.
And I went home to go ahead and start dinner for Skin Wife
Okay.
because I had to get some steaks on the grill and then get some potatoes cooking for mashed potatoes. She got home and she did green beans in the air fryer, which was really good.
Okay.
Is that like not out of a can?
No, they were frozen.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can air fry them, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can air fry
I know you can air fry anything.
pretty much anything. We can air. We can go air.
Not ice cream.
You could. I'm not saying it would last longer. It would be good, but you could.
You ever tried?
Theoretically.
I wonder what would happen. You think it'd melt?
I'd have one hell of a mess to clean
Yeah.
up. That's what
Could
would
you
happen.
put it, I would keep it in a bowl, however you do it the whole
Yeah.
time, or you would have a really bad mess to clean up. So, you
But
watch.
yeah, that and a bunch of Coronas on the grill.
Okay,
And,
you're not
You
everybody
put the Coronas on the grill?
Well, beside the grill,
Okay.
just arm's reach.
Yeah. Okay.
cooking meats, or
That,
just you guys doing just vegetables?
You send the kids away for this?
They had something to do,
Okay.
so they were out and about.
So is there like?
Did you leave like a sock on
so
the
that's
door
why
and
you-
said, "Don't
No.
come on in"?
That's why he asked us if we
That's-
had skin lovin's this
Yep.
weekend.
Oh no. Now it makes sense.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
And
23 years is a long
That's
time.
yeah, and I'm for her to put up with you. That's amazing.
Yeah, she's just in it for the sainthood now. So when she goes
I thought
up
you were
to
I thought you were going to say
see
the
St.
sex.
Peter, they'll say, "Oh, come on in.
Come
we've
on,
been
you-
waiting on you."
Congratulations.
Yeah. And how did you make it this long?
Mhm.
You would have been the person if you did it to yourself. We would have still let you in. So no.
I told a friend of mine that we'd been married 23 years, and he said, "Good God, if she committed murder, she'd be out by now."
Depending on what kind of murder it was, I guess. And how long dating before that?
3 years.
Wow.
The
how
next
long you guys? You guys
20
are 20
years this year. 20 years, June 7th. So
Wanna know
coming
how
around-
long mine
Or
is?
6th or 7th. Quit twisting the mic. I hate that sound.
that.
Quit doing it.
4 years
I'm going to shut your. Congratulations.
this year. for us.
Combined. No. So the next couple weeks are going to get a little bit strange coming up. Our schedule's going to change for the live audience. The two of
Mhm.
you on TikTok and the two of you on Facebook.
Yes.
This could be a Saturday, a Sunday, a Monday, a online. A lot of different ventures could be coming up, but we will have shows coming out one way or the other. If not, we have so much content out over the last couple weeks. We could take, maybe a 10-day here and there and then do 2 shows. We'll figure it out. So we're not going to break up like a former show that said we'll be back in a little bit and, and then leave the chat room and never talk again. So, but we will be back soon. No. But next week will be fine. We're doing a show Saturday, but then the week after that, I got 2 graduations. I think Skin Man's got graduations. So we'll either figure out, it may just be me and you slam in a Saturday sometime show. My brother might be down. I might have some other family, so I might make him come over and do a show with us or
Okay.
something. So we'll figure something out, or we won't. I'll sit here and I'll do commercial. No, I don't know. So we'll do something.
Yeah, I might have to bring my grill so I can grill here and be part of the show.
See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We'll figure something
You
out.
make veggie burgers and
Or-
bean sandwiches.
There we go. Or you guys can have your own stuff and I'll make mine. But
Okay, there's that.
yeah, so we'll figure out over the next, and you're going to, how long is it for sure that you're going to be there, or you'll find out Wednesday?
I got to be there tomorrow. We have a big meeting tomorrow, so
What's
I'll know what's up.
you're thinking 6 months or less than that? More 2
2
years?
years.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be there that whole time, so we'll see.
But Monday through Friday he'll be
Out of town.
so we either have to be Skyping, Zooming, or doing it on the weekends. And the live I think works better most of the time. But when it don't work,
I wonder if we could do. Yeah,
we've done
play with it.
Yeah, we've done multiple platforms. We started out our second ever show was done through Zoom, and it was a pretty decent show. You didn't even think I was releasing it. You didn't even know I was recording half the show, and I turned it into a show. Yeah, and that was a great show. So it'll probably be better than half the stuff me and you've done alone before.
I guess we'll find out.
Do you watch any of the draft?
I missed 1 through 3. I can't remember where I picked up. Maybe at like 7 I picked it up.
Skin Man, how much of the draft did you watch this year? And we're talking about not the equestrian, the NFL draft.
There was also the WWE draft this
Okay,
week too.
sorry. That is true. So for our WWE fans, they could have been talking about that. The NFL draft.
There we go.
Did you watch any of it, Skin Man?
No, that would get in the way of the documentaries that I watch.
Perfect. I didn't think so. And you watched a little bit. I watched because I'm that loser football guy. I'm the sports guy. My name's Coach. I mean, I'm sorry. It is what it is. But I don't watch all of it. It's on most of the time. I know when the Cowboys pick's coming up because I got a ticker that tells me it.
Yeah.
So I'll watch their pick. For whatever reason, it's that hope.
Who'd they take first?
Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Okay.
So that was cool for me. A lot of people thought that's a horrible pick. He was maybe like a early second round guy, but that was their guy. They knew what they needed. And like 3 of the defensive guys, and it was actually cool because Micah Parsons was watching live while the draft was going.
I saw that.
Yeah, and he had texted the coach. He said, "What time did I send this?" And I said 3:46 that day, and he said, "Get me that dog, that dog from Michigan."
Yeah.
And he said, "I'm down with that," or "I'm with that."
Yeah.
So
now that I think about it, the first pick I saw was the dude from Bama, the running back.
Yeah.
That the Lions took.
Yeah, that was
the first
everybody
one I
thought
saw.
that was a big up, that was a so. And then our second pick, I don't care if you're a fan of somebody else. I'm sorry. Tweet us or text us or email us or something or Facebook or whatever your team and what you liked about it. But their second pick, which again everybody thought they jumped on, was Michigan's tight end Luke Schoonemaker, and I wanted him to get this dude DJ Turner. He's a freak cornerback, can play safety. He went the very next pick, and I thought that's who they were going for.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of other picks that I know but nobody else cares about. Locally, the only one that mattered, 6th round, I'm over working with Bills Gates, and my mom comes walking out because I'm not watching it at this point. I got a notification their draft pick was coming up, but I missed it. And, where I'm hard at work, Bill doesn't let you take a lot of breaks. And my mom comes out and goes, "Well, your brother's pissed." And I said, "Why?" And they goes, "Well, Deuce is a Cowboy now." And I'm like, "Well, the Cowboys have always been Deuces." And then I'm like, "Oh, it made sense." And I said, "Well, awesome. Now you guys have a reason to be a Cowboys fan."
Doesn't he wear 22?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they're big.
Big Emmett's going to give it to him?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's retired, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if
so
you
is
can.
88.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. I don't know how that works.
That
I'm
one
sure
probably won't.
And I don't know if he
go away.
wants that number or what, because in college maybe he couldn't have his, so I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But Deuce Vaughn is a 5'5", 170-pound kid out of Texas, but that played here at Kansas State.
Yep.
And so my mom and my brother are fans of K-State and Kansas City, so they wanted him to go there, and it didn't really make sense there because they have running backs right now. So that's that. What else you guys got? I know we have some stories and stuff. I have a game I want to play.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys want to play that. And we do have a message from a sponsor. And then can you do me a favor real quick? Because this should have been breaking news to start the show. I met Eddie Murphy this weekend.
Eddie Murphy?
Yes. So can you pull up Nutty Professor?
Okay.
And so obviously you're in Wichita, Kansas. You're working at a parts counter. And Eddie Murphy comes and sits down. He's not dressed. Go to images. He's not going to be dressed as himself, correct? I mean, you're in disguise, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're Eddie Murphy. So this guy walks up to my counter.
He likes the Dodgers. Yeah.
He's from L.A.
Okay.
So
what
this
is that guy buying?
uh, Well, so and for his role for the Christmas with the Crumps 3 or the Nutty Professor 4, we work on golf.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
He bought my boss, who's not a funny guy, or he is. I guess I don't. If you're listening, sorry, he's not that mess around guy.
Okay.
I was in the back and I said, Phil, I'm in a bad mood, and this would make me feel real better. But would you come up to the counter? I just need you to take a picture of me with this guy. And so he couldn't quite get the picture of me with him because I guess the guy almost caught him because he even came out trying to be cool. He's like, hey, look at this serial number, Janice, one of our ladies, and tried getting the picture. And the guy would have been fine with – he's a cool dude. He would have been fine with me just taking a picture of him. Yeah. He's a big man that looks like the guy that played Nutty Professor. He's awesome. He bought mower stuff. I had to teach him about wire harnesses, spark plugs.
What kind of mowers he got?
An Aaron's stand-on mower.
Okay.
And then he has a golf –
stand-on?
Yeah. And then he has a golf cart.
Okay.
That – hasn't ran for a while, and he's asking me all these questions. And then I said, well, how old's the battery? And he goes, oh, we've never put a battery in it. So we'll start there. Start there.
Yeah.
And then, see what happens. Because without any of that, but he's my favorite dude because he came into the counter, and we are obviously very minorly challenged where I work. We're all Caucasian. With one guy who's partially Hispanic and a couple Greek. I don't know where they fall. But he's up there. He's cool as shit, polite, all that. But he gets on the phone. He's like, "What's up, dude?" And it's like he went from It's like he went from Buddy Love to whatever the other character, Sherman Klump.
Yeah, Sherman Klump.
So he goes from he's like the potion kicked on when the phone rings, and he's like, yo, motherfucker, what's up? You know? So
that'll happen a time or two.
But then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. 1 second, man. Dude, give me a fucking,
Yeah.
Or I don't know, wasn't that really, but it was pretty funny. So I got to meet Eddie Murphy. You guys want to play a game?
Let's do it.
Skin Man.
Yes.
Do you want to play a game?
Oh, yeah.
It's game time.
Ominous.
I have a game. It's called What's the Truth? 2 stories. One's real, one's not. This is a best of 5 between TJ and Skin Man. These are one of 2 stories is the real story. One's not. You guys ready?
Yep.
Do it.
It's game time.
Life-size sculpture of a cow is believed to be a god unveiled in Indonesia. Option 1. Option 2. Life-size sculpture of a euthanized walrus unveiled in Norway. TJ.
Cow.
You're both wrong. No points. We'll just read the story. We're not going to do the whole story on these, and it may take a minute for them to load. Walrus that became a global celebrity last year after it was seen floating or something off of some ocean before it was euthanized by authorities has been honored in a bronze sculpture in Norway. So no points so far.
Fuck that walrus.
Story 2. Woman gets 21 years for trying to poison doppelganger with cheesecake. Option 2. Man gets 15 years for toilet camera discovery in Manhattan restaurants.
Oh, that's a toilet one.
Skin Man?
I'm going to have to go with the toilet one.
Both do not get it again.
You suck at this game, Skin Man.
Woman gets 21 years for trying to kill her doppelganger with poisoned cheesecake. A Russian woman living in New York was sentenced to 21 years in jail for poisoning her similar-looking friend with something laced cheesecake, then stealing her identification and valuables and living her life as her. Story 3. Number 1. New York declares war on rats. Meet the woman tasked with leading the charge. Option 2. Chicago man named Bird King in attempt to rid the city of pigeons.
Rats.
Skin Man?
Pigeons.
TJ finally got a point.
I saw this story.
Well, that's not fair, but that's
they're
perfect.
COVID rats, too, or something like that.
Who is she? Kathleen Conradii or something is the newly appointed New York rat czar, the first person to hold the poison aiming address swelling pop. I don't know, something. So,
rat queen.
You finally get a point. I don't know if this game's any fun. I liked it. I liked it writing it. It was the funnest part for me. Story 4. This is the best of 5. Man buried alive by friends high on ketamine, which is an hallucinogen, is forgotten about and found more than 40 hours later. Story 2. Police come to pull a Jeep out of the lake and find a woman inside alive.
Jeep.
Skin Man?
Buried alive.
TJ's got another point.
Dominating.
Police came to pull a Jeep out of a lake and they found a woman inside alive.
How long was she in there?
It started with a call from a fisherman who saw what looked to be a black Jeep virtually submerged in Lake Marion County, Texas. Not until after the tow truck came in.
Lake Minnetonka?
Take Lake Marion, or a lake in Marion County, Texas. Wasn't until they hooked up to the vehicle they realized the person there was alive. We do not know how long the Jeep was in the water. Captain Chuck Rogers, investigator for the Marion County Sheriff Office, told NPR. That's how you know it's a real story. Do not defund Musk. And that's just one of the several questions that remain about the unanswered case.
Okay.
And even though we don't need to because we have a clear winner with no way that we can.
I'd like to be above 500. Let's give it.
Story 5. Stranded bear rescued from tree in Nevada using tranquilizers and tarps. Story 2. Firemen criticized for not rescuing mountain lion in a California forest community. Skin Man?
Bear.
TJ? You pick the other one.
Second option.
It's the bear. TJ or Skin Man, you get a point.
I'm on the board.
He's on the board.
Stranded bear rescued from Nevada tree using tranquilizer and tarp. And then the story won't load right now. April 28th, a bear was stuck in a Nevada tree, rescued by wildlife officials and firefighters who tranquilized and then caught the bear with a large tarp. So.
Oh, that's cool. Much like the cocaine bear.
Yes. So I thought that was kind of a fun game.
That movie was hilarious.
Our first winner ever in the game. And if you guys pause while you're playing, go back, rewind, forget what happened, and then play along. Give me your answers. I'll know you paused. I'll believe you. We'll see if you guys we'll see if you beat these guys.
You want to do some wrestling picking?
Yeah, let's do that real quick. And then Skin Man's got a couple stories, and then
Okay. So we got WWE.
I don't know about real quick. I don't mean to rush you,
they were calling it WrestleMania Backlash, but I think they just dropped it to Backlash.
Okay.
So we got a few matches here, and we'll go ahead and.
For those of you who don't know,
we'll pick them. You want to write them down there, Scribe?
Me and Skin Man are kind of I'm the wrestling, passerby. I don't know. I am. I like watching. I just don't. I watch all the main events. Don't watch all the weekend ones.
You're an observer.
Yeah, I am
Casual fan.
I am the Logan Paul of wrestling. I only show up for the main events.
Okay.
I only show up when it's game time, and then Skin Man only shows up to 1/10 of that. So
okay, so we got
for beer and snacks.
There we go. We got Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Unfortunately, I think they have to give Cody one. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar.
Me too. Skin Man?
I'll have to go Cody Rhodes.
There we go. I like it.
Riddle and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline.
God dang, that's a whole packed house of them. I'm going with the Riddle team.
I can't stand Riddle. I'll go for the Bloodline.
I don't like his character. I think would be awesome, but
he as a regular dude would probably be cool.
Oh no, I'm just saying. And as a wrestler, he's athletic. He's really good at wrestling.
Yeah.
I'll go Bloodline.
I think I'll just give you like the reason why I think the Bloodline's going to get the titles back because they're going to.
Is this for the titles?
I don't know if this is for the titles, but they're going to put it back on them because they're having that. Oh, they're having Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And Night of Champions, hence champions need to be there. Well, Sammy can't go.
But they could do it without.
No, he's not allowed to be there.
I'm saying they could do that one night without the tag. So.
If they don't, yeah.
Okay.
And then Kevin won't go because Sammy can't go.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega.
We'll go with Vega because you don't like that.
Okay, I'll take Rhea.
I know. Rhea's the man and Vega's less man.
Technically, it says Rhea SmackDown champion, but she's going to be going to Raw because Bianca got drafted to SmackDown.
I don't know how they just swap champions.
Swap them, yeah. They did that with Becky and
It seems unique. Who you got there?
Which one's thicker?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea.
Okay, we'll go Rhea.
Okay. Bianca versus Io Sky.
I'm gonna go with Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca. Io doesn't stand it. EO or however you say that. She don't stand a chance.
Skin Man, who you got? Just Io, because you don't know.
Oh, I don't know any of these.
I know.
Bianca was the girl that real athletic black girl that
he watched but he didn't even watch. He was on the phone with it. I know.
Oh, so I'll go with Bianca.
Okay. Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, and Bronson Reed in a triple threat. I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley.
Bronson Reed.
He likes it because he's a Bronson. What's his Charles Bronson fan? And I'm
Oh,
going
great cigarettes.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yep.
I'm going with Austin Theory because I think they're putting him over.
Okay.
Or trying to.
And then Seth Rollins versus Almost. That's even stupid. Seth Rollins. Why would they let him lose to Almost?
Almost. Because they've been trying to put him over for a while.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been able to. Who do you got there? One's a big giant guy and one's a ripped smaller dude.
Almost is going to be the upset.
There we go.
And then we got Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. That'll probably be the main event in a San Juan street fight. Now, they are in Puerto Rico. I don't know if I said that or not.
Oh, they're not going to let Bad Bunny lose. Maybe. I guess they could and let him look like he could win and let we'll go Damian Priest.
Me too. That's probably going to be a really good match.
I'll go Bad Bunny.
There you go.
Do you know who Bad Bunny is?
No, I don't know any.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
He's not even a real wrestler. He's done one other match or two other matches.
I think two, but yeah. So that's all we got. That's Saturday.
Yeah, I haven't done much. I've been, listening a little bit, but I heard, a big promo for something the other day about the draft and that stuff. So we'll catch you up completely. Saturday, we're going to do Backlash, and then we'll probably do, my plan would be maybe to do a regular show before if we can, Saturday, and then do Backlash because we will never do a regular show after. So if you can get here 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So, sorry, no show talk on the show.
Okay.
Skin Man, you had a couple stories. What do you want to read us, buddy?
There's a vampire straw gets passenger arrested at Boston airport.
Vampire straw?
Yes.
News.
That sounds scary.
With Skin Man.
I'm trying to look up pictures of a vampire straw.
Well, you do that while he reads. You look up vampire straw, you read. I heard this story on the way in this morning, so I looked it up and sent it to him because I didn't actually read it. I just heard him talking about it a little bit.
It's a vampire straw is a self-defense weapon.
Oh.
He was trying to get it through security at Boston's Logan International Airport. He was detained Sunday evening and charged with carrying a dangerous weapon.
That thing looks scary. It's even got grippy on it for where you can really jam it.
Yeah, and that's what they say. Like it really is a weapon. You can use it as a straw. It's like a survival weapon as well, or tool type thing.
Oh, like on the orange juice commercial.
Yeah, or like you got a freaking
titanium straw with a pointed edge.
Yeah.
They cost $85.
That's crazy. I could make one for way cheaper, and I'll start doing it.
Titanium.
What am I going to call them, though?
Where would you get titanium at?
I'll freaking buy a roll of titanium at
where
the yard store, bro.
They don't have fucking titanium there.
Skin Man, do they have titanium?
You can go to the yard.
Yeah, the yard. They have titanium.
Got everything at the yard.
Bro, thank you.
Hold up. What's that place Mike used to say? Why don't you go down to
GR
and get you some fucking titanium? Go down there.
No, I'm telling you, we'll call the yard. I don't know if they're open, but we'll call them. They have titanium.
Y'all got any titanium down there?
I need just a little. Do you have straw type size titanium?
I need enough to make fucking titanium. Vampire straw.
I'm not going to call them something else. I'm going to call them zombie straws.
Okay.
All right, sorry, Skin Man.
The 10-inch long titanium straw with a beveled end was found in his backpack. The transportation
I swear it's not mine.
Administration does not allow vampire straws to be carried on a flight. The company that makes these straws bills it as a self-defense weapon since it can be used like a dagger. Also, it can be used to a straw to slurp down smoothies and other drinks from people's necks.
No, I think you added that. I can't be sure.
I added that.
Oh, you'd have to actually tell me that.
These items are not allowed in passenger carry-on bags, the TSA said Monday. A passenger found out that yesterday when he was arrested. Nair 26 of Chicago posted bail and is scheduled to be arraigned May 30th in East Boston court.
What do you reckon he was going to do with that thing?
What if you think that really truly is? He's going somewhere. Where was he? Did it say where he's traveling? I'm sorry, I did not hear.
Boston Airport is where.
But say you're traveling somewhere, okay?
He was going somewhere via Boston. They didn't say if he was going to.
He's coming from Boston, going somewhere. One, to travel in Boston, you want a weapon, right? Am I correct?
I would assume so.
Two, where's he going? That's what we don't know. Is he going to Guatemala? You want a weapon. Is he going to L.A.? You want a weapon. Is he going to Detroit? You want a weapon. Is he going to Chicago? You want a weapon.
This sounds like a jungle-type Madagascar, Tasmania type.
What if he just truly forgot he had it in there? He's like, it's in my survival pack, and I always pack my to-go stuff in there, you know?
He grabbed his bug-out bag and not his carry-on.
Those dudes get in a wreck in that plane, and he's got that survival straw, and he's a king. You know, he's got a fire starter and a freaking neck drainer. And
I'm full. Does anyone want to drink out of this neck?
Yeah, you know, like, well, listen, first, you got to drain the animals when you find them, right? I don't know how you kill animals. You got to drain them at some point.
No, we don't do that.
Well, just like on Lost.
Well, yeah, you drain them. So, I don't know what you do. So he's not doing good. He's in trouble.
Yep.
What do you have? What are you mad about these days?
What am I mad about? Okay. We getting it. Do we have a sounder for this or anything?
I don't yet. I guess I could probably see here. Let's try this one.
You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit.
Are we just going to tennis this back and forth or what?
What's that?
Are we just going to tennis this back and forth or?
No, I guess so. When I sent this over to you, so this is week 1 of it. I want this to be a thing. So this would have been a great first episode for you came in here hot about Bud Light. I had literally made it a whole day of my life. Actually, it had happened that weekend. I had made it a Saturday, a Sunday, and a Monday of my life without knowing Bud Light had a fucking transgender sponsoring them.
Not no more, they don't.
I know they canned them, and they're freaking doing American commercials, and I'm back on board. Thank you, Bud Light.
Start drinking Bud Light again.
And
that's what I'm the most mad about.
They
transgender bullshit.
Yeah, so it was that, you know. So it became, I want you to weekly find out, and it was more of a joke, like, when I say we, what are Republicans mad about? What are Democrats mad about? I want you to come in and tell me, because that's one thing we don't do enough of with this show. We're supposed to be middle of the road guys, and we fight each other, you know. You come from your side and I come from mine, but we don't really, because I'm not mad about that much. So I need you.
I'm not really that mad about it.
No, I know you're not. What's your list? Give me your list. And
transgender bullshit.
Okay.
So sick and tired of it. You cannot turn on ESPN. You can't turn on anything without people talking about fucking transgenders.
Okay. And so, no, if we're going tennis, mine is white people. You can't turn on a goddamn TV without seeing a white person.
You can't even look in the fucking mirror without seeing a white person. I can't.
Okay.
Every time I look in the
Skin
mirror,
man?
there's a fucking white guy in there.
What are you mad about?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can I tell you something real quick? Let's just.
You know what makes me mad? You know what makes me so mad?
Look in the mirror. So we stayed out at the farm this weekend, right?
That was sexy.
It's the same house I grew up in as a kid. And
you show her like all the rooms you used to masturbate and hide and masturbate and stuff then? All right.
So in the bathroom in there, that my mom has one of those 3 mirrors, like where you can open it up and you can see like the sides. And I used to always open it up like that when I was a kid, like, oh, do I got any facial hair here? Any facial hair yet? None, but just in case I would look, you know. So I was in the bathroom, I opened it up, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm like, who's this old motherfucker in this mirror?
It's you.
Yeah, I was like, I used to be, you know, I haven't lived here since I was 18.
You wanted to see that little kid there
22 years later, I'm looking in the mirror, it's like, who's this old fuck?
Look like shit.
This guy in his late 30s, you know?
Yeah, late 30s looking like he's 40.
Yeah. The other thing that bothers me is I am sick and tired of people thinking that guns kill people and not horrible people with guns kill people.
All right, on that note, we'll take a break for a sponsor. Well, hello there. I'm Jeff Libitar, and I'm the owner and CEO of the Liberal Gun Safe Company, and I wanted to take a few moments and talk to you about our company and myself. A lot of people think I'm just some liberal gun activist, but I want to tell you I'm no gun activist at all. If you want to find out, just try to break into my house, and I will come out of the closet with some pent-up frustration after pulling my shotgun out of my just-out-of-the-closet gun safe. You think I won't be ready for you in the bathroom? With my 9mm hand dryer save lives gun safe? Oh, I'll be ready. Or maybe catch me outside and I'll pull a rifle from my mail-in ballot box gun safe and turn the tables on you. At Liberal Gun Safes, we're here to save America from guns and guns from America.
What was that? What's that guy's name?
That's Jeff Libitar.
Jeff Libetard?
No, just Libitar.
Oh, is he not related to Dan Lebetard?
Nope, it's just Jeff Libitar.
Libitar?
Yeah, just stops with an R. I think it's French. Libitar.
Like there's no D in it.
Libitar?
No D. Does not. It ends with an R.
Ever had any D in him?
Maybe once or twice. I
Okay.
don't know.
All right.
He could be Roman. I don't know.
I mean, he likes. Sounds all right.
That was one.
I appreciate Dan. How much?
Jeff.
Jeff. How much money did John give us?
Jeff.
Okay.
Jeff is gonna get mad. Listen.
So Jerry's.
Hey man.
How
listen,
much money did Jerry
He's a good
send us?
sponsor of ours. He's doing things to help America.
Okay.
He's the same with you. He knows that sometimes Americans are unsafe with guns.
Okay.
And sometimes guns are unsafe with Americans.
I appreciate George.
He's doing
and
from
our
both
sponsorship.
sides. So thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, George.
I don't know why you're attacking Jeff. What's your problem with Jeff?
I don't
man?
have a problem with Jerry.
I brought up what gets you mad, and all of a sudden you're attacking one of our best sponsors, the guy that is actually paying for our airtime today.
Okay, you're right.
Sent over our first ever partners gun safe. It's up in the front. I'll bring it
Okay.
out here. I'm sorry, I'm pointing out that way.
I'm just looking over there. Is that sign new to be put up there?
Which one?
The 2018 RFL champion?
No, that's been up there since I took it down from behind him about 3 months ago.
Maybe I just forgot it.
You don't look around a lot. You don't notice a lot of things I do.
Okay.
So we met Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
What else makes you mad? Is that it?
That's it. For I also wrote down LeBron James.
He does make you mad.
I'm just sick of him being an old man and still dominating.
Yeah, I was going to say right now because he's not even doing a lot to actually piss people off, and he's just...
Oh, I do appreciate LeBron James shutting that stupid Dylan, whatever the hell his name is, down.
Yeah, Brooks.
Yeah, he made that kid look like an idiot.
Yeah, and what's his name? Yeah, so that was fun. And then
So we're going to get Lakers and...
yeah, the Curry family's going to
yeah.
be playing against the Lakers. So maybe Eddie Murphy will come back out, and I'll get to talk shop with him about... I bet he'll have a Lakers jersey on next time he comes by the office, so...
Okay, that's about it. I got. I'll come up with more for.
I had some questions for listeners, but I left them at home, and I didn't send them in, so I apologize. If somebody was going to try to find us on TikTok, where would they find us, Skin Man?
Oh, that is right here.
I knew it would be hidden from him. It was supposed to be the Middle of the Road podcast, but I don't even think that is it. So, you had another story, didn't you, buddy?
Me or Skin Man? I have
you.
two.
I know he's got one more. We got to choose
Yeah,
between.
I have one more because Casey said I can only do one naked story per
Okay.
show. So
what-
TJ, do you have a story?
I do. I have. Hold on. I don't really want to say it like this. This is how the story reads because I don't want Casey going through and cutting this. I have a micro penis, and this is how I break the news to sexual partners.
That stuck to the tape.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He has mastered the art of the small talk. A man with a self-proclaimed micro-penis is going viral after revealing how he breaks the news about his minuscule manhood to potential sex partners. By the way, this is on the New York Post.
I'm not saying I need this. I'm just saying, okay, thank you for telling me where it was
The
at.
anonymous anatomy teacher, divulged his techniques to broaching the uncomfortable subject in I Hate That I Was Born with a Micro-Penis viral thread in the Ask Me Anything forum, currently blowing up on Reddit. I've experienced many awkward, embarrassing moments.
That's a great idea, though, to start a freaking thing called Reddum.
Yeah, Reddit.
I know, but I'm
I
fucking telling you.
Okay. His username is LSZen7. Confessed while describing his purported adult micro penis.
What would you? What is? Do they tell
Right
you
here.
what's a micro penis?
As a member that measures 3.67 inches or less when stretched.
So is that stretched or hard?
Well, I guess that's what. Well, right here. For reference, average erect penile length for adults clocked in at 5.25 inches.
Okay, I'm average.
So that's flattened.
I'm slightly.
That's
I'm average.
erect.
From the 3
Average,
inch.
slightly
That's
above.
erect.
Girls.
And depends where you're measuring from. You measure from the top or the bottom.
See, I said that. I said my mom said something this weekend, and it's another one of those things you're not supposed
Okay.
to. Sorry, but she said something about Yeah, it's only 2, or it was 3 inches. Like that was a big deal, like the gap. And I said, 3 inches enough.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying
it
to.
is.
But sorry,
Apparently not.
shouldn't do
It's
that to your
micro.
mom.
So he claimed that Wee Willie is only 1/4 of an inch while flaccid.
What the? We had a guy.
No, I'm sorry. I said that 1/4 of an inch.
What?
You're pronouncing clit wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're pronouncing nipple wrong.
That's 1/4 of an inch.
You're pronouncing nipple wrong.
That's over 6 times smaller than the threshold for
I
a
won't
micro penis.
I won't say his name. I'm gonna disguise the name. But there was a kid in class. His name was Yodi Limbs, and that dude had. I mean, like I tried not to look at people's wieners in the showers, and like when you're getting
So
ready.
is it big or small?
Like it
Smaller than this?
in that range. Like it was like I thought it was a joke. Like I thought like Beetlejuice when they shrunk their heads.
Mhm.
Like somebody walked up to him and was like blah, blah, and like dumped some of that stuff on his wiener, and he's waiting to repress his sin and grow it back.
Well, I can tell you what, having a micro penis is so rare that it only affects around 0.6% of the world's, not just of the city, Craig, of the world's population.
Well, that would put like because you hear that term small dick energy or big dick energy.
Mhm.
I want to hear micro dick energy.
He's got micro dick energy is a guy
That's the opposite. That's almost better than big dick energy.
I
'cause,
don't
like,
know.
But what I'm saying is micro dick energy will do anything. Like that dude definitely has throat cancer.
So
do you
want to hear about how he tells the girls?
Kind of, but not really. But
So,
yeah.
He says, I don't bother lying to women about my size, to be honest. But like in the beginning stages, like those talks to get to know you stages, and it's brought up during one of those sexy time talks, I'll be honest and say my size. Other times, like heat of the moment, just hooked up with a woman when it happens, I'll take mine out and just hope for the best.
So it's funny, like she reaches in his pants and like grabs for it, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a girl," and then she starts trying to. She starts trying
3
to.
inches.
She starts trying to finger him.
3
and-
inches is what, like that?
No, I thought you
right?
said it was.
No, flaccid. That means not erect.
No, flaccid is hard.
Flaccid is the opposite of erect.
That's a
soft.
wet noodle.
I
Wet
thought
noodle.
flaccid penis meant hard.
No.
It does not.
Oh, okay.
So
when I tell girls I'm going to give them my flaccid penis,
yeah, you're incorrect. You're
well,
talking
no,
about-
that's why that pickup line in high school didn't work.
Yeah, because you're pushing rope.
All right.
So he's
Okay.
Dating and sex becomes a struggle most of the time, he said. To make a long story short, having a micro penis made his love life a living hell.
Okay, so he didn't. This was not a story on how to live with it. This was a story on basically how you should go.
You think this dude's dad has like a little tiny dick too?
No, wouldn't it be worse? Like you're in the shower growing up with your dad, and his is
He's got a
gigantic.
huge
It's
dick.
like hitting him in the knee, and you're like, mine's gonna be that way someday.
And
And
it
you get
just
like
never
30,
goes.
and it never does.
Yeah.
And your
What if
dad.
he had some kind of injury or something when he was a kid?
I think you guys are ruling out the Beetlejuice thing way
Speaking
too
of-
quick.
What's the worst you've ever been racked? Like hitting the nuts?
On the complete honest of it was either once, like in 6th or 7th grade, there was a girl, and I don't even remember what it honestly was, walked up and just straight, and it wasn't even the racked. It was more like the taint, like right behind the balls in the
How'd
taint.
she get back there?
Like, I don't know.
From behind or in front?
From behind. She
Oh.
walked up and gave me like a fucking major, almost up the asshole, but just far enough forward,
Uh-huh.
and like it bruised my taint for like a week. Like I was
she kicked you.
Yeah. Like straight kick.
What was her issue?
I don't even remember. It was like one of those things I might have dated, or I don't even remember. It was 5th grade playground
It
thing.
might have been something you said.
It could have been
I would
some-
imagine so.
Probably. It
What
could,
about you, Skin Man?
or the dog one time, full speed running, opened both paws right into, like, pushed it inside of me and a ball inside of me at the same time.
That's good.
On the slide, because we went to school in rural America, and
Where he got the name Skin Man when he ran around naked.
This playground equipment was from the 1920s.
Nice. So like
the
metal.
slide was like 20 feet tall, and it was all metal, and it had a stabilizing pole that came down, and then there was another piece of pipe that came over and then back down again, and I slid down that, and I bent my knees too far, and I think I probably broke my taint.
That sounds fun.
What about you, buddy?
I have 2 instances. First one.
Were they weren't the same day, were they?
First one was I was how was it? Running with like a rake. And I was kind of running with it in front of me, letting it like.
I've had one. Yeah, I know. I've done one with a baseball bat.
And it caught and fucking got me. So I was like, pretty good click of running. Yeah. Got me pretty hard. Second time was, remember when I told you, like, when I was in middle school, I used to run my mouth a lot, and sometimes I had big friends around to protect me.
And a lot of times you didn't.
And this was the time I didn't. And I would
have been that dude that beat you up,
I got it at the pool.
Okay.
Like.
A chick or a dude?
2 dudes.
And they held you down, like punched you?
No, like into a pole, like each leg. That was pretty brutal.
That's why you're a villain now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to figure it out.
That was like the origin story.
Yeah, that's we just broke. We found your freaking, what's his name, Hickey?
Yeah.
We found your Kevin Hickey.
I don't think that's what did it, but yeah.
Somewhere along there, we're gonna the origin of the villain of TJ of Broke Tej is coming out.
Yeah.
So, do you have it? We're at our hour. We are more than welcome to go over. So I'm not stopping nobody because we're gonna go right back behind me.
Yeah, TJ. Since you had 2 racking stories,
we got to go to your second one here.
So, do you want to go with Germany or Australia?
Germany.
Okay. German court, naked landlord doesn't justify lower rent.
News.
Berlin. A German court said Wednesday that a landlord sunbathing naked in the courtyard of his building wasn't a reason for his tenants to reduce their rental payment.
Well,
now, we need to pay less of rent because his naked ass is in the courtyard.
He's got the micro penis.
He's got that micro penis. Only 1/4 inch flaccid.
Yeah, I see him hard the other day. Less than 2 inch.
3.75 if you
to be exact, yeah. Oh, I'm 5.4. I'm average or above.
I'm average, no good for you.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
9 millimeters.
We don't use metric system. Yeah. We all use metric.
We're American Germans over here in German neighborhood.
Buy Volkswagen. Yeah.
BMW.
We laugh.
Go ahead.
The case involved a building in a upper residential district of Frankfurt, which included the office floor rented by Human Resource Company.
I kept seeing his Frankfurt, and I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Frankfurt. I don't need to see one every day.
The company
it's
withheld
not a Frankfurt, it's a Frank inch, to be frank.
Because it objected, among other things, to the landlord's naked sunbathing in response.
Oh, the landlord.
The landlord
naked.
sued.
Okay.
The Frankfurt State Court rejected the company's reasoning, finding that the usability of the rented property was not impaired by plaintiff sunning himself naked in the courtyard.
Close your windows. You won't see my pee-pee.
Don't look if you don't want to see.
I do stretching in the courtyard naked. Watch me. I'm going to.
You can look, but not touch.
My milkshake brings all the girls to the yard.
It is said in a statement that it couldn't see an admissible, deliberately improper effect on the property.
I'm 100% with the plaintiff.
Dude, we didn't interrupt this story. R.I.P. Jerry Springer.
Yeah, I know.
How did we not even talk about that?
Yeah, and there was somebody else that just passed away today, and Jimmy Carter's on the thing. That I walked around work, like that hit me hard when that happened because he, like, you know, if it was Ricky Lake, like that's sad because I was into her.
I was into Ricky Lake,
but not that. Jerry Springer was like cool ass dude, and like Jerry.
Yeah.
Like I hopefully at his his funeral, like they at least do a Jerry, and like Steve walks up there on like stands up there during the whole time during it.
You guys gonna fight or what?
Hopefully I have a couple like a couple of the freaks. I don't know.
A couple like old transgender people like, what's up, y'all? That ain't my baby. That ain't my baby mama.
And then TJ's like, that's what makes me mad.
Yeah,
that's what makes me so mad.
God, I get mad with them transgenders. Their tranny fluid that they use.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I don't even change. Listen, I've went to a manual because I hate trannies so bad these days.
I don't even fucking put tranny fluid in my truck.
If I run it dry, I run my trannies dry. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know the ones that like, you know what they say?
What's that?
You know, like,
Don't pull start a transmission.
well, you know what they say? Like those who like push away the hardest are like really wanting to push in the hardest. I don't know. When we were growing up, in my school, they had a rule: no sagging, no hats, no cross-dressing.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first attempt. We had one kid.
You did all of them one day?
I tried. Well, you did. They had a week where they would change that because like you do like the urban day and then you'd have the cross-dressing day. You were allowed then. But we had one kid that literally I think wanted to at a young age start wearing like dresses and maybe doing that. He was flamboyant. He ends up being transgender and into girls. So he wasn't what you would say gay, but unless he self-identified as a girl. But literally our school made a rule because people were sagging, people wearing hats, and one kid wanted to wear a dress.
Okay.
So there was no cross-dressing. So, but I guess there's my attack on the opposite is just like what made me so pissed off about the transgender school voting thing was we started to bring it up a show. Wasn't the fucking fact that they voted on it. I don't care. It pissed me off because that had been up in front of them less than 3 weeks and pot had been sitting there for fucking 7 months and they couldn't fucking come together and fucking vote on that.
They're stalling on that one.
But they could come together because of 4 fucking kids, 4 fucking transgenders wanted to play high school sports. We could call a special session and fucking have a vote on it. That's what's wrong with me. That's why they should keep shoving it in fucking faces. That's why every beer sponsor that has a transgender, I fucking commend because the opposite, because the fucking homophobes and pussies that are fighting back so fucking hard with somebody that just wants to wear a fucking dress. That's my problem with it.
They can still be gay. They just don't want to, or transgender. They just don't want to play in sports. They don't
well,
want
no, because even now all these laws are you can't do that, you can't do this.
Sit over here.
So I'm just saying it starts with one thing and then steamrolls to that. It steamrolls to straights only fucking fountain or whatever. I mean, I know that's extreme. I know that's extreme.
I prefer my straight only water.
Okay, but you know, I guess that's where my bitch of it is. But we're not voting on fucking shit that is killing people's lives and taking lives, and we're voting on transgender shit.
You can still get your Wheaties.
But not even that. I don't care what it is. We are literally not voting on anything. We cannot come together as a Democrat and Republican, what this show was kind of started about, for one of these topics.
Hey, your liberal governor voted for that.
I get it. Well, she didn't really. She against all opposed. But anyways.
Yeah.
But
she signed it.
What I'm saying is we can't even come together and vote on common sense, not gun reform. I don't even want to bring that. Just healthcare reform, all that shit that affects millions of people, but we can vote on a gay law in 3 days. That's my.
You don't even have to fucking pay your hospital bills. Everybody knows that.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not. That was my bitch on it.
Liberal Casey going off on it.
No, but it's not even. I don't care.
Okay, how about let's break it up with a joke. If you were in a forced situation and you could only go forward or backwards, forwards into your mom, backwards into your dad, which way are you going? Go.
Oh, my dad's dead backwards.
Well, assume that.
I know he's
he was alive.
I know he's pulling rope
micropenis.
on me.
Yeah.
So
no, he did. Your dad didn't have a micro penis. He was above.
Am I nude?
Yeah.
We're not just bumping and grinding.
No, you're going into your
there
mother.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and
your
grind.
dad.
I'll say that with both your parents, but there is.
Where's she going?
I've always wanted to be loved by my dad more. I'd probably go backwards.
Skin man, what are you doing?
I was looking up why you can't wear hats in school.
Oh, because gangsters back then, it's probably a backwards hat for sure. You couldn't wear.
No, you could hide razor blades and.
Okay, in a forced situation, you have to go.
I love that the law was made in the 50s for razor blades and oil cans.
Forward into your mom or backwards into your dad. Which way are you going and why?
I don't understand.
I don't know if that's a joke. I don't know if that's a fun. You were trying to break up something bad with that. And
yeah.
I think he's saying, like, you know, to save a life, are you thrusting your mom or are you letting your dad thrust you accidentally when they're alive?
You have to move forward or backwards into your mom or back into your dad.
It's a horrible thing. I'm just telling you. I tried to make a joke out of it, saying I wanted more. I wanted my dad to love me more. It was an old Family Guy joke. He chased
I'd probably go backwards.
Quagmire was like literally bending over in a toilet trying to get his dad to have sex with him because he was never molested by him. It was just a funny episode. So
well, I'd probably go forward into mom.
I would definitely go forward into your mom.
No,
because her memory isn't what it used to be, and she'll forget it next week.
Okay.
Oh man, this was I don't know if that was better. I think my rant might have been, but I like that. See, he did what I did with it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back Saturday. Have some more of this stuff. You know, probably less of his thing.
Less of Casey's stuff.
Thank you guys.
Boobies aren't things that give you milk. Boobies are things that kill you. I will eat your ass. What do you think tap water is? It's a gay bomb, baby. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?